and welcome to George E. Zulius Field. I am Joey LeBlanc. Alongside me is Colin Letty for this broadcast today between Laconia and Plymouth, two of the hottest teams in New Hampshire lacrosse right now. Both of them playing really good. Favorites pretty much to get to the semifinals. Colin, what do you expect in this big rivalry game?
Well, Plymouth comes off a tough loss to Campbell, a game they really shouldn't have lost in the waning seconds of that game. And Laconia 7-1 so far, but they are coming off their first loss of the year to Hopkinton, a 4-10 decision. And Plymouth is on a 3-game win streak of their own as they stand at 6-2 with a big-time win over Milford, 16-9. They also beat Guilford 13-10 and Conval 11-6. So, they've really been cruising here, and we're in luck. We're in luck for a great day.
And a quick look at the standings: Hopkinton is in first place, 8-0 on the season. Pelham in second, 6-0. Laconia 7-1. Following them, Plymouth at 6-2. Monadnock at 5-2. Co-Brown Northwood at 5-2. Interlakes Moultonborough at 5-3. Trinity at 4-3. Milford 4-4. Guilford 4-4. Conval 3-5. Kearsarge 3-7. And Lebanon, Bishop Brady, and Campbell all with 1 win apiece, and Stevens still winless on the season. It's a beautiful day for lacrosse. We have the starting lineups for Plymouth: Marcus Morell, Nolan Farina, Zach Ross, Chris Pattenode, Wes Lambert, Josh Johnston, Mac Doyle, Camden McDonald, and Connor McGowan. A lot of seniors on that lineup. One that kind of sticks out, Nolan Farina. I think he's going to be an X factor in today's game, Colin.
Absolutely, kid's an absolute stud, and they're going to need him today to get this win. And it's going to be, it's going to take 4 quarters, obviously, and hopefully, there'll be some fireworks.
Love to see some flashy goals out here. It's a beautiful day. We actually, unfortunately, don't have starting lineup for Laconia. They do kind of a game time decision thing with their starting lineup, so coach didn't have one before the game for us. The team's taking the field now. And this would be a huge win for Plymouth because it would give them the tiebreaker and they would pull even with Laconia, so they would actually be above them in the standings if they can go out and get this win here today. Something that's really going to be a key, I think, in this game, Colin, the goalkeeping. You got Chris Patton at the beginning of the year. I was talking to him like, hey, what are your goals on the season? He said, just get better with every game, be in the right spot when the ball is in play. He's talked about his positioning in front of the net, and that's something that he needed to work on this season. And I think he's definitely improved throughout the year, and I think a big day could be in store for Pattenode.
And I agree. I mean, the most goals allowed he's let in all season is 10. So, if that's your worst day, and obviously their offense takes cares of itself. So, he's obviously a big factor today.
Team shaking hands. And for the face-off for Laconia, Cole Champeau. And for Plymouth, it's going to be Connor McGowan.
They're going to need to control the face-offs here, get that offense really pumping.
And we're underway. Two of them fighting for possession. Ball comes out. Looks like Plymouth's going to come up with it. Looking around for a teammate. Plenty of space. Time to make a pass. Sent out far side to Morel. And back in. Moving around the net. A drive and knocked down. Big hit there on Zach Ross. And
it's going to be a push-on possession call right there.
Yeah, no doubt about that call. He went down pretty easily there with the force behind that push. Easy call for the ref early in this one. We're back underway with the whistle. Wes Lambert. Pass a little wayward, but a teammate picks it up. Morel is shot. And that goes just wide. Ross picks it up. Plymouth looking for a shot, trying to get an opening. Another shot, and that's a goal for McGowan.
That's a big-time goal right there. Just, 10 minutes and 54 seconds left in the first period. And that's how you get your offense going, that quick start.
And just the way Plymouth wanted to do it, controlling the ball off the face-off. Never let Laconia go back down the field and even have a chance early on. Let's see if they can do that again here, or if Laconia is going to get the ball early on and maybe a chance to counterattack. But the score, just 1-0 here early in the first quarter. Ball comes out to Plymouth.
Great job getting that fast start here with the breakaway.
A shot blocked. Picked up another shot and another goal for Plymouth.
It's been all Plymouth so far in this one. 2 goals. And with just 10 minutes and 42 seconds left to play here in the first. And wow, the Bobcats really coming out hot.
Marcus Morrell, easy shot there on the far side. Looks like between him and McGowan, they are really running this offense. Taking shots in some really good positions. See if McGowan can get another win. He's won 2 out of the first 2 face-offs here for Plymouth. Rolled out in front of McGowan, up towards Morrell. Morrell with a spin move.
Good job getting away from the defenders there. See if the Bobcats are going to set up shop here.
Bobcats now taking their time, looking for opportunities to pass. McGowan drives, passes over to Morrell. Behind the net now. Drive, lost his marker. Shot on net, blocked out. Now Laconia. First chance to counterattack. Looking for a teammate to pass the ball off to. Hear the Plymouth sideline yelling 13 as they're trying to get the ball back from Laconia. A shot gets in under the net of Patenaude and now score 2-1.
Yeah, and we weren't going to see this lead, hold on like that the entire game. Obviously, both these teams very well equipped with terrific rosters. And that's a big-time goal with 9:35 left in the first period.
A new player in the middle for Plymouth on the face-off. It's going to be Peter Wingstead. Ball on the ground, no one with clear control. Now Laconia is going back with it.
Some big stick checks right there.
Is checking on that cradle. And ball still safely with Laconia. Reed passes it off. Laconia with time. Driving in. Pass behind the net. Now move to the far side. Reed with it. Laconia content. Just moving the ball, looking for their opportunity. Some solid stick checks from Plymouth. Spin move made some space, but not enough to get close to goal. Gets by a defender. Still has the ball. Shot off target. That shot saved by Patnode.
Great save right there by Patnode.
Ball tossed back to Patnode. Looking for help. Just tosses it up, smartly getting it out of a dangerous situation. And now Laconia has a chance to come back with it. Big pass up to Reed. The shot is by Patnode. Not a whole lot of help there on the switch from the defense. Score now 2-2.
Yeah, that's a goal by Reed right there, Cole Reed. He really had just a clear shot, clear lane to get that one in, and absolutely ripped it.
And now back in on the face-off for Plymouth, Connor McGowan. Laconia comes away with the face-off win.
Yeah, Plymouth needs those. They like to get out quick on the offense, and obviously losing them are tough.
And Laconia very, very good at passing. You know, they're keeping the ball well, just tossing it around every time a Plymouth defender gets close to them.
Yeah, they don't seem to hold the ball on too long.
Behind the net, looking for a teammate. Wayward pass, but a teammate picks it up on the other end. Shot knocked down.
Good pressure right there by Tucker James, the junior.
Picked up on the far side. Pass was knocked in the air. That's why it was a little off target. Big hit in the middle, but McGowan still with the ball. Has it tapped out. Couple switches for both teams. A lot of movement trying to keep these players fresh in this hot weather.
Yeah, very sunny out today. Not a little bit of wind. Brisk.
Scored 2-2. And that pass off target could have been a scoring chance there.
I think he would have had an easy shot right there.
And whistle blows. Gives teams, both teams a big chance to make a lot of switches here. See if these fresh legs mean something's going to get going for Plymouth. Behind the net. Drive, pass inside, and can't find a teammate. The ball nearly rolled out of play, but it was saved on that far side by Max Homer.
Yeah, risky pass right there in the middle. Luckily, it wasn't a turnover. .433 left in this period. Drive,
And the shot in close, blocked down. Picked up by the goalkeeper. Long pass finds Cole Reed. Reed with some space. Space. Likes to pass off. And a long pass. Nearly led to a fast break, but Morrell unable to pick up the ball. Was hit when he was trying to scoop it.
See if Plymouth can take advantage here.
His next goal be huge because right now Laconia has all the momentum scoring the last two. Plymouth taking their time. Morrell. Now with McGowan. McGowan can't corral the pass. Now Laconia. The 4-on-3. And the shot in close is a goal for Laconia, and that gives them the lead, 3-2.
It's going to be Ethan Searles for Laconia, and it's been really a tale of two halves here in the first period. Obviously, we saw Plymouth go out to an early 2-goal lead with I think it was about 10:42 left in the period. They already had 2 goals, and obviously 3 unanswered here by Laconia, and Bobcats are in a little bit of trouble. Decent crowd here today too.
Yeah, big rivalry game. People here in attendance, of course. Beautiful day out, so why not come support the team, watch the kids, and have a little fun. See if Plymouth's going to be able to win this face-off. Won the first 2, but it's been tough ever since. And they are going to come away with it, but a quick turnover, and now the ball is on the ground. Big scramble for it, batted up in the air. Picked up on the far side by McGowan. McGowan turns the corner, gets by his defender, has some space, passes down low to Morrell. Nolan Farina. A nice pass leads to a shot that's just high.
Bobcats setting up a play here. I think it's called fish hooks.
We'll see if it works out. I haven't heard that call yet today.
Big collision in the middle.
And a great job grinding through for the shot, but superb defense leads to no goal. Score 3-2. Laconia leading here in the first quarter. Ball's going to roll out of play.
1:38 left in this one. Again, 3-2 in favor of Laconia.
McGowan. Keegan Johnson. Now Plymouth trying to turn things around, get on the attack, but a bad pass and the ball is on the ground. Connor McGowan splits the D.
Great move right there. Getting the defender on Laconia on some ice skates. That's a big hit too.
And almost went coast to coast, but nothing doing on the finish. Plymouth players fighting for the ball. They create a turnover. Farina drives in and coming out of the crease to make the save. What a great save there.
Some discrepancy here is on the calls. That's going to be a penalty on number 2 for Laconia, Ryan Chazen.
And not what Laconia wanted to do there. You know, you're in your own end defending. Sometimes those plays are going to happen. Farina starting with it.
Let's see if the Bobcats can take advantage.
Down 1 goal here. Running out of time in the first quarter. Has a shot in close and a nice save, but the ball is still on the ground. 2 Plymouth players. A drive and a shot off target.
Plymouth's getting some good looks here, just not able to complete them.
And that will end the first quarter of play, 3-2. Laconia leads. Welcome back for the second quarter of play. Score 3-2 Laconia leading Plymouth here. Plymouth able to score the first 2 goals of the game in that first quarter, but from there on it was all Laconia really taking things over.
Laconia had some great defense there at the end of the first period. You know, Plymouth getting up 3 or 4 shots there, just not able to convert on any of them. Great goalkeeping.
And I'm not sure exactly how the sun affects the players on the field, maybe switching sides. You think the sun's in anyone's eyes down there?
I mean, I can only imagine. It's in my eyes right now from up here, so.
We'll see if that affects the goalkeepers at all. Now Plymouth going left to right. And that shot off target sent sailing probably into the baseball field. Very close game here, rivalry game between Plymouth and Laconia. Laconia trying to avoid losing 2 in a row.
Just took his eye off the ball on that one.
Leads to a big turnover, but now the goalkeeper got out in the middle of nowhere. Ball out on the far side, Plymouth with it. Referee signal for play to continue. Morrell. Ball came out, and it's going to be Laconia's possession. Laconia with the ball on the far side. Plymouth trying to get back on D. Laconia is setting up their offense for play. The drive, the ball picked out.
Big time hit right there.
Captain.
Bobcats. It's going to be Josh Johnston, senior captain. That's what he's there for.
The hammer laid it down on that play. Outside for Johnson.
10 minutes and 5 seconds left in the second period. Score still 3-2 in favor of Laconia.
Plymouth taking their time on offense. And that shot knocked down in front of the net. Picked up by Plymouth. Another shot blocked out. Solid goalkeeping. Reed tosses it over the head of a teammate. Plymouth behind the net now. Outside with Morrell. Morrell spin move, can't lose a defender. Putting his hands up, looking for a teammate. McGowan. Back to Morrell. Plymouth on the far side with it. On the ground, picked up by Reed.
And that really has been the Bobcats' problem today is turnovers. Obviously, that is a big factor as to why they're down 1 right now.
Laconia making a couple switches here before this offensive possession. Uses his teammate for a screen. Good ball movement here from Laconia. Plymouth defenders closing in, looking for an opportunity to try to tap the ball out of one of these Laconia players' nets. Couple of hard stick checks. That shot off target.
Really trying to go for the low ones here.
And
with just 7:16 left in the first half.
about halfway through the second quarter now. Not a whole lot of goals in this game. I kind of expected more high scoring, but these teams, very content with just looking for those big opportunities. Although we got to give some credit to these goalkeepers. They've been making some incredible stops.
Yeah, the defense has been stout on both sides, and obviously both goalkeepers. It's really going to be a who blinks first contest. But again, it relies on the Bobcats' turnovers.
Fast break and a beautiful shot from Nolan Farina ties the game.
There we go. Some quick offense right there. When the Bobcats can get out there quick and really make that fast break work, that's when they're most suited for goal.
And Nolan Farina, he's very good at just getting by that one defender. So when you don't have that backup, it's just going to be a wide open shot for him every time. One of the best players in the conference for fast breaks. Plymouth has Peter Wingstead out there for this face-off. It's been him and McGowan primarily this game.
That's going to go in favor of the Bobcats. It's big right here. See if they get another quick goal. I like to score them in bunches like we saw in the first period. And that's just a bad turnover right there. No one around. These are the ones you have to be able to, just make the easy passes.
And that one, we won't know until later if that's a killer, but a beautiful interception by Johnston. Long pull shot and just off target. How do you like that from the captain?
I know, right?
Picking that off. Looked like a safety there.
I mean,
high point.
when you get and especially when you're position he is, you don't get many shot opportunities. So really taking advantage of that one. Obviously, just a little wide, but it makes the goalkeeper think twice. It's an extra thing to think about.
I'm sure those eyes widened up when he saw that lane.
Mm-hmm.
Gets around the defender, and that shot nearly in there off the backside of the net. Long forward pass on the ground, picked up by Morrell. Morrell working back behind the net. Wingstead. And that pass knocked down. Long forward pass, finds a teammate, and that's a goal for Laconia. Now Laconia leads 4-3 after a Hail Mary pass, wide open scoring opportunity.
Yeah, terrific job right there. And you know, obviously the Bobcats, Pat Node, just trying to be aggressive coming out of the net right there, and just an absolutely beauty of a shot. Puts Laconia back up 4-3. We have 5:18 left in the first half here at Plymouth Regional High School. Solid crowd out there, like we said. It's been a great spring season for all the teams. Been a lot of fun covering them.
Great game for the fans to watch here. A lot of back and forth action. McGowan in for the face-off. And penalty's going to go against Laconia. And another sloppy pass. Although no harm, no foul, as Plymouth's able to pick it back up. McGowan. Plymouth taking time on offense, setting something up. Uses a screen. Ball's batted out. Picked up by the goalkeeper. Long pass up to Reed. Reed seems to be the go-to option on those half-field passes. McGowan marking him closely. Reed looking for an opportunity to get by McGowan. Does for a moment, passes off to a teammate.
Good defense right there. Got to get that ball out of there. Great stop by Patno as well.
Wonderful series there by Plymouth to get back possession. Johnston had it knocked down. Now Laconia is coming back with it.
3:41 left in the first half. And I think we're going to get a timeout here, and we're going to take a quick break as well.
Timeout all set for Plymouth. Still a couple last-minute coaching remarks from the Laconia side. This first half winding down. It's been really back and forth. Do you think we're going to see that for the remainder of this game, Colin?
I mean, it seems so. I mean, you know, the Bobcats, it's kind of one step forward, two steps back, or two steps forward, one step back, really. You know, they got out to a great lead, a lot of momentum, and, you know, Laconia just didn't back down. I mean, it's a one-score game. It could go either way. You know, just the turnovers to the Bobcats, and this is a totally different game.
Laconia going to start here with the ball in scoring position. We'll see if the coach has set up a play here coming out of this timeout. Maybe trying to get a quick one. Screen is set. Reed. Reed trying to get in there. Loses the ball.
Bobcats need to take advantage of this turnover, trying to tie this one back up. With just 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the first half.
Johnston. Big pass out to the middle, picked up by Laconia. The drive. And that shot blocked out by Patnode.
Great job by Wes Lampert right there on defense, making that shot extra difficult, making him shoot at a very awkward angle. It's going to stay Laconia ball.
Laconia starting back behind the net. Plymouth attack hasn't had a whole lot to do in these past couple of minutes. Solid ball movement from Laconia. can't get by his marker. Tossed out to Reed. Reed uses the screen. Stick checks, keeping attackers away from the net. Laconia still with possession. No shots on this series yet. Good ball movement still with the ball. Shot, top right corner, and now a 2-goal lead for Laconia.
It's a big-time goal right there for Laconia, getting out ahead with just 1:39, really taking the momentum into the half with them. And, Bobcats really haven't had a stable answer for them.
It seems like, Laconia, they get the ball and they can just kind of do what they want on offense, look for their shot. And Plymouth really has not gotten in those passing lanes and forced any of these balls down on the ground.
And again, both defenses are playing phenomenally today. I mean, obviously it's just a matter of 1 or 2 scores, but you got to credit both of them.
There's a reason these two teams are favorites to reach the semifinals this year. Most likely this won't be the last time we see these two teams play. Morel. Drive. Breaks through a flurry of defenders. Can't get the shot in there. Picked up by the goalkeeper.
Great job, though, by Ross. Really, sneaking his way through the entire defense. Just got caught up at the end.
Spin move and the ball comes out. And timeout is called. And, through this game so far, been really back and forth, a lot of action in this one. Not really sure what to expect going down the stretch. I mean, it's been really a clean game as well. Surprised not to see so many penalties in this one. Usually, Colin, you think of rivalry game, you think, a chippy game, a lot of penalties, guys, letting emotion get the better of them. But it's been really a clean game from both sides. And you think that goes back up to the coaching staff telling their guys, let's go out there and keep to the fundamentals?
Yeah, both teams are very well disciplined, and obviously these teams came to play, not worry about the extracurricular activities that come with the game. So obviously they're just putting their best foot forward, and they're putting on a good show today.
We hope for more, and we're gonna get more. As still in just the first half of this game, a lot more still to be played. No one's really taking control of this game. And most likely that won't happen until the final whistle.
Yeah, someone needs to light a fire under the bellies of these Bobcats. I mean, they seem not lifeless, but just, a little, just going through a little bit of a rough patch right here. That 2-goal lead.
Yeah, that fire we saw after that second goal, we haven't seen anything like that since. It would be nice to see this team get back into it, get riled up, and really start rolling on all cylinders again. Teams taken back to their positions. Some solid defense there, but the ball, and that's going to be a goal. It bounced off a Patino, a low shot once again.
It's been the low ones today, Joey, that have been giving Patino real trouble.
And, it is so tough. They're up there with the stick up, and you got to flip it so quick. And when you let an attacker get in that close, and I say let, but the defense is fighting him tooth and nail all the way in there. It's so tough to be able to get that quick reaction and save those.
We have 39 seconds left in the first half with Laconia leading 6 to the Bobcats 3. Yeah, I mean, I think halftime is going to needs to be well spent, as obviously the Bobcats have some things to fix here.
Still plenty of time to do that. 2 12-minute quarters to go after this first half. Johnston. Long pass. Finds McGowan. Morrell. Whistle blows.
We're going to get another timeout.
Another timeout. And, time is rolling down here in the game. Want to make sure you get the most out of these possessions. Just 3 seconds here, actually, in the second quarter. I don't know how much they're going to be able to do after this timeout.
And just a reminder, the next game for the Bobcats will be May 14th against Coe-Brown Northwood at 4 p.m. And then after that, the next home game will be May 17th against Kearsarge right here in Plymouth, New Hampshire.
And, of course, Coe-Brown Northwood 5-2 on the year. Right there with Plymouth at 6-2. Should be another great game. Be sure to check that one out. Going to be a tough battle for Plymouth, but hope that they can figure things out.
Yeah, I mean, they're on a 3-game win streak right now with some impressive wins, but Laconia obviously trying to rectify that 4-10 loss against Hopkinton. They were really rolling. I mean, undefeated up until that game.
Team's taken back to the field. Clock is reset to 4 seconds now.
Bobcats need to get a quick shot off here, and that would be huge momentum-wise going to the half with a quick score.
And they're setting up to try to get that quick shot. Morrell tried going top left, but keeper was ready for it. And, a 6-3 lead going into the half. What are your thoughts before we break for halftime?
I mean, both defenses, again, are playing very well. It's just, the one caveat for the Bobcats are obviously the turnovers, and that obviously it takes away possessions. You get less shots, it's simple math. So, that's why we're kind of in the position we are. But it's nothing they can't overcome. We've seen them do some great things. Obviously, a well-led group of guys with their coach. So, I don't think 3 goals is an insurmountable lead.
Should be for an interesting second half. Stay tuned. It's on its way. Welcome back for the second half. Score is 6-3. Laconia leading Plymouth here at Plymouth. Out for the face-off once again, Connor McGowan. Joey LeBlanc and Colin Letty here on the broadcast. It was a closer game earlier on. Plymouth struck first in the game, scoring the first 2 goals, but since then it's really been Laconia on the plus side of the scoring. First face-off of the second half. Bounces out. Players fighting for it. Big scrum for it. Ball batted up in the air, taken down by Reed for Laconia. Now, Reed gets by a defender. McGowan out marking Reed. Makes a move trying to get by. And that shot just off to the right.
That's going to stay with Laconia. Good job with the hustle.
Laconia still moving the ball around. Coach is trying to yell out to these Laconia players their play call. I'm pretty uncertain if they can hear it from the distance they're at. Shot just off target, ended up rolling out of play. Laconia starting things back up. Ball behind the net. And a shot blocked down by Patnode. Did not beat him with the low shot that time. Patnode.
Patnode coming all the way out. At least 10 yards, 10, 20 yards from the goal.
Homer.
Behind the cage. Trying to get something going here. Not a lot of movement in front.
Plymouth looking for their opportunity to shoot. Marcus Morel uses a screen. Takes a shot off to the left. Farina. Sloppy pass, can't find the teammate in the middle. Back to McGowan, that ball bounced off his stick. Now both teams fighting for it. Batted up in the air, picked up on the run by Laconia. Shot blocked out by Patnode, picked up by Johnston.
Good job by Johnston getting behind the cage after scooping that one up.
Great awareness, and now wide open for Max Homer. Tries to hit Farina. Ball in the air, picked up by Homer now. Marcus Morel. Farina, his shot blocked out. Picked up by the goalkeeper, steps out of the circle. Finds a teammate on the far side who beats his marker, at least momentarily, before passing it up even further downfield. Solid pressure on the outside. Cam McDonald. Riley Roy, unable to catch that pass, but able to pick it up and correct his mistake. Finds Reed. Spin move, trying to get by a defender. Doesn't work out. Still with possession is Laconia.
Laconia really slowing down the offense here, trying to work late into the possession. So we have 7 minutes left in the period as Laconia still leads 6-3. Not too much action here so far.
Reed drives in, thought about a shot, but just passes off. Laconia being very patient right now. They have a 3-goal buffer. That shot blocked out by Patnode. Plymouth now looking for a counterattack. Laconia takes it away. Johnston first to it. Farina. Nolan Farina. The little fake. Had the ball knocked out. Reed. Connor McGowan. Marcus Morrell. Max Homer.
Plymouth taking their time. That's going to be a flag here. Free possession. The Bobcats.
And Plymouth in need of a spark here, down 3 goals. A shot off the bar. Picked up by Reed, and the whistle blows. And it's going to be 1 minute slashing penalty on Reed. Now Plymouth going to start with the ball. Still down 3 goals here in the third. Looking for some sign of offense with 4 minutes, 20 seconds still to go. Nothing doing on that possession. Long pass downfield. The ball's on the ground. Johnston trying to pick it up. Tosses it back to Patnode. Patnode out to Johnston. Johnston throws it across field. And now Plymouth running in quickly, trying to get their offense moving. Farina with nobody around him on the far side, but no one sees him. McGowan.
Plymouth's got to get a shot up here.
And just as you're saying it, Carl, Morrell with the goal, and now the score 6-4.
I guess that was good timing right there as the lead is cut to 2 with 3:32 left in the third period. And, obviously Plymouth working deep into that possession right there, getting a solid shot here, and they're really going to need to take this face off if they want to start making moves.
Yeah, big play there. Losing Reed, I think, was one of those determining factors, and Plymouth just had those extra players, and they used them effectively, looking for that extra pass. McGowan in on this face-off. And a big scrum trying to get the ball. Bunch of players fighting for it. And Plymouth's going to come away with it. Laconia coaching staff wanted a penalty. And Reed now taking it the other way. Reed taking his time. 2 minutes, 24 seconds to go in this third quarter. Running down that far side. Plymouth could cut this lead in half with a goal here. Really give them some big momentum going into this fourth quarter. It's going to stay with Plymouth. Minute 30 remaining in the quarter. So setting up for a very close final quarter of play here.
Should be exciting.
Morrell. Spin move, trying to get out, look for a shot, bounces off a defender and gets in one low, and that's a goal for Plymouth. Zach Ross on the score, and now just a 1-goal lead for Laconia.
They needed that, obviously, and there hasn't been much offense here in the second half yet, and with 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the third period, Plymouth's able to cut the lead to 1. Their offense has been cooking lately.
Exactly what Plymouth needed there, like you said, Colin. And now, this is anyone's ball game. You think they got the momentum now?
It looks like it. I mean, the sideline's all juiced up. They got the crowd going a little bit. So, when you feel good, you're going to play good.
You look good, too. Set up for the face-off. Plymouth comes away with a Johnston pass up to Morrell. Morrell strolling in, looking for a teammate. Finds Ross behind the net. Farina trying to get open. Ross over to Farina. Back to Ross. Pass gets by teammate, now rolls out of play. Now Laconia with a chance. Just 36 seconds remaining in the game. See what Laconia does here. With just a little bit of time remaining. Reed. Passing, looking for their opportunity to shoot. And gets one in under Patnode's leg. And now a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, not enough pressure on that one. Really had an easy rip. And, obviously the Bobcats are going to have to regroup here and try and get that mojo back that they just had, scoring 2 goals back-to-back. So, obviously it's a tough step back, but there's a lot of time left. As I check the clock, peek my head out the window with 10 seconds left in the third quarter.
Anything can happen.
Hey, it's a long game. Both defenses, again, have played very well. The most goals allowed by Patnode all season is 10. So, only at 8 right now. It's a pretty solid game.
Against a very solid offensive team in Laconia, who's trying to prove something after losing that last game, only scoring 4. Farina. Pass to Ross. Ross's shot blocked away. That will end the quarter. And Laconia leading by 2. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Time for the fourth quarter of play. Laconia leading. Plymouth in need of a comeback.
A lot going on in that face-off. A lot of guys there.
Yeah, everyone kind of closing in, knowing that every possession is going to count coming down the stretch in this very close game. Wild pass leads to a turnover.
That's what the problem has been, just the wild passes, not being able to corral.
And the ball slipped out on the shot, or that would have been a point-blank opportunity for Laconia. Back with Reed. Reed drives in, has the ball tapped around. That shot, it's going to go wide. Ball rolling back towards the sideline. And Laconia, you want to take your time, but obviously they're not in the safe zone by any means.
No, I mean, you don't want to switch up your offense, but again, if you can kill a little bit of the clock, I mean, obviously a 2-goal lead and how the game has been going, the style kind of, 2 up, 1 back, and I think you can afford to kill a little bit of clock.
The clock not on Plymouth's side here in the final stretch of this one. And they got to look to get something doing on this offensive possession. So a quick switch is made, and on comes Peter Wingstead. McGowan drives in, tries to get a no-look shot off, but picked up by a teammate after it misses. A little spin to get by his marker. Takes a big hit and delivers one at the same time. Shot blocked out.
Took a big hit right there.
Some big hacks by the goalkeeper. I thought he was a defender with a long pole out there.
Yeah, Bobcats just a little sloppy with the ball today.
And that's tough in a game. You're playing Laconia. You got to be on your best, and they have been for points in this one, but just little lapses have led to those turnovers. 9 minutes, 45 seconds remaining.
Yeah, there's definitely been some peaks and valleys in this game, and obviously just the glaring one is the turnovers, and that's why we find the Bobcats down 2 here in the fourth.
We've seen them score 2 goals in 1 minute in the beginning of this game, so by any means, this game far from over.
Mm-hmm.
Whistles blowing.
It's going to be 9 minutes and 45 seconds left in this quarter.
Tossed out to Farina. And we're getting things going once again. McGowan to Farina. Ross out to Morrell. Pass out to McGowan. McGowan had it tapped out. Flag goes up.
We're going to have a penalty here.
And it's going to be against Laconia for slashing. Now this is big for Plymouth, down 2 goals. This could be the chance to start building that momentum and get back into the game.
Absolutely. I mean, they got a man down right now, a couple guys out. Obviously only 4 in front of the goal right now. Plymouth up 2 guys here. Got to take advantage.
The shot off target. Now it's going to burn some time. Ross. Over to Farina. Saved by the goalkeeper. Laconia gets one back. Intercepted by Johnston. Farina. Spin move, shot. In front of the net. A battle for it, and Laconia is going to come away with it. Running down the left side. Making a move, finding some space. Laconia trying to get back to full strength. Farina. Unable to score on that opportunity. 8 minutes to go. Pass to the outside. Timeout called by Laconia. Very close game. Plymouth a little sloppy on those turnovers. We'll see if they can fix that going down the stretch here in this one. Laconia, of course, has only lost one game this season, and that was their last game. Trying to correct things here against Plymouth. But Plymouth not making anything easy, making things as difficult as possible. Plymouth back out onto the field. Laconia taken back out there as well. It's been an exciting game so far. Plenty of fans here in attendance. I want to thank you all for tuning in to today's broadcast. Quick juke move, loses the defender, but he's got some help. Trying to drive in, but pushed back out. Reed. Reed with it now, using a screen. Still marked closely. Laconia content with just passing around. 6 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Reed with it. Plymouth defenders need to get this ball away from Laconia. They're just burning too much time, and that is not what they wanted there with that goal. And now a 3-goal lead for Laconia with just 5 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. McGowan's going to come off. Peter Wingstead's going to come on. Wingstead in on the face-off. We'll see if he can win this one and give Plymouth a chance to score. Ball rolls out. Laconia. Going down the far side. Ball on the ground. Picked up again. Spin move, had it knocked out. Johnston loses it. And a goal scored by Laconia. Defender all the way up to score that one, and now lead widens even more, 9-5. A little confusion as Laconia thought that they had a penalty called on them, but they did not. So it is 9-5. Battle for the ball. Both players in lock in the middle. Going to be white ball, red player laying on his stick. 5 minutes, 13 seconds to go. Morrell. Plymouth looking to get something going, getting a little more aggressive here, down. Shot blocked out. Plymouth starting to double team now, giving an Omaha call, trying to get their players to force turnovers, but it's going to open things up as it did there for that shot. And Laconia now with a 10-5 lead. 4 minutes and 9 seconds still to go. Connor McGowan. Laconia going down the far side. Marking closely on these Plymouth attackers. The shot blocked out. No one can find the ball. Quick move and a goal for Plymouth. An awesome shot on the outside there. Vance Acton. That's what Plymouth needs. They need to start scoring goals in succession. And just pulling a little bit closer now, 10-6. Still going to be a tough bid for a comeback, but 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Anything is possible. This Plymouth team is very skilled. Wes Lambert chasing the ball down. Picks it up in play. Has it knocked out of his stick, but now a chance to go back and get on the offensive. Johnston. Shot off target. Ball on the ground. Rolls out of play. Now it is Plymouth ball. Farina. And a goal is scored. Now 10-7. Plymouth pulling closer. Here, dig deep's chance coming from the Plymouth side. We'll see if they have what it takes. Connor McGowan out for the face-off. Laconia not safe by any means. Johnston out to Morrell. Marcus Morrell looking for a teammate. Finds Farina. Farina drives in. Trying to do it all. Has his shot blocked out. McGowan picks it up on the far side. And a long cross-field pass rolls out of play with 2 minutes to go now. Laconia is going to have a chance to burn some clock. And back with the goalkeeper. Plymouth needs to put pressure on him or he's going to hold on to that ball. Johnston with the pick. Johnston with all kinds of space. Green grass in front of him. Here's the shot blocked out. Deflection nearly picked up by Farina, but it's going to roll out of play. One minute and 41 seconds to go. That was a huge chance for Plymouth. Another shot goes wide. Ross goes in close, loses the ball, picks it back up, however. For Morrell. Morrell to Ross. Ross loses the ball. Minute 15 to go. Laconia looking to close it out. Here's the shot. Off target. Minute and 6 seconds to go. Laconia. Timeout is called. 52 seconds remaining. Timeout all wrapped up. 52 seconds to go. Score is 10-7 here. Plymouth needs to dig deep if they're going to have any chance of pulling this one out. It would be an incredible comeback. They've already gotten part of the way there. They were down 5 goals at one point in this fourth quarter. Laconia will start with possession, however. Quick double team. Doing a great job of just cradling away with that one arm, but a wayward pass over a teammate. And now Plymouth going to go back with it. Patton has it behind the net. Long pass. Picked up by Farina. Farina has it knocked loose. Morel in pursuit. The ball is going to roll out of play, however. 26 seconds to go. Laconia. Long pass downfield. Patton back to take the ball. 18 seconds. Looks like this is going to be all wrapped up, but a final heave downfield trying to get one last chance at goal. Clock was not running. Laconia looks like they're about to seal this one out. 5 seconds to go. Ball up high in the air. And that's a wrap. Laconia going to come away with a win here today over Plymouth. Score 10-7. It was a close game throughout, but I think turnovers definitely the deciding factor in why Laconia was able to edge out Plymouth. Make sure you stay tuned. We've got an interview coming up with Coach. I'm here with head coach Glenn Malsoff here after a really hard-fought game. What do you take away from a game like this?
We were working hard. We had our chances. We just didn't quite finish when we needed to, but that's a tough team in red there that we played, and we'll be ready to go next game.
And your season's going down the stretch, and what do you say to your team on a weekly basis? Get them motivated, get them hyped up. You got playoffs coming down in just a few weeks.
Yeah, you're always looking to fine-tune things and take things to the next level. So it's a matter of just kind of working on some of those details.
And I saw a couple of great interceptions from Johnson in particular on defense today. And what can you say about his play going up there and snagging some of those balls?
Yeah, Josh had a great all-around game. I mean, certainly the intercepted passes stand out, but a lot of good ground balls, good slides. So he had a solid game for us.
Oh, thank you, Coach, and I want to wish you luck in your game next week.
Thank you. Appreciate the time.
And that will do it for us from Plymouth. I want to sign off for the day. Joey LeBlanc, Colin Letty, and have a good day, folks.